In a humiliating and very public slapdown, world-renowned broadcaster and natural historian Sir David Attenborough has reportedly rejected Meghan Markle's attempt to associate his name with one of her new environmental or documentary projects. According to insiders close to both camps, the legendary BBC figure was unequivocal in his response, "Don't make use of my name." The refusal not only blocks Meghan's effort to legitimize her controversial media ventures, but also underlines a growing skepticism among respected figures who see through what they call her performative activism and strategic name-dropping. In a world where reputation is everything, the Duchess of Sussex just ran into a wall that no PR team can spin. The move by Attenborough is telling, particularly because he is known for maintaining a professional and apolitical public image. For him to go as far as issuing a direct rejection, reportedly via his representatives, to Meghan's production team signals not just disinterest, but disapproval. Sources say the Duchess, desperate to reinvent herself as a serious content creator after the collapse of several previous media deals, sought to link her next venture to Attenborough's lifetime work on climate and biodiversity. But to a man who has spent decades quietly letting his work speak for itself, Meghan's branding-first approach reportedly reeked of opportunism. What makes this even more damning is Meghan's recent history of failed media collaborations. From her heavily mocked Archetypes podcast to the sudden collapse of a Netflix animated series, her track record has started to raise red flags in serious creative circles. According to one London-based media executive, associating with Meghan is increasingly seen as risky. The drama overshadows the message. For someone like Sir David Attenborough, whose career has been built on credibility, accuracy, and quiet authority, aligning with the Markle machine would be not only a brand misfit, it would be a reputational liability. It's not the first time Meghan has attempted to borrow legacy and prestige to elevate her own image. In the past, she has openly referenced icons like Nelson Mandela and Princess Diana, at times drawing sharp criticism for what many saw as inappropriate or self-serving comparisons. But this latest episode with Attenborough seems to mark a turning point. It's one thing to invoke legends who can no longer respond, but trying to enlist a living icon only to be rebuffed so plainly is a different matter entirely. Observers have long noted a pattern. Meghan often pursues projects wrapped in noble causes, gender equality, racial justice, environmentalism, but the end result tends to focus more on her brand than on tangible outcomes. It's all about perception, says a former Sussex staffer under anonymity. Every initiative begins with good optics, big names, and emotional language. But when it's time to deliver substance, things fall apart. That discrepancy between image and impact is exactly what someone like Attenborough, who values scientific rigor over social media buzz, would be allergic to. Furthermore, there's a growing fatigue even among former supporters. With every press push, every tearful anecdote, every carefully curated Netflix appearance, Meghan seems to lose more ground. What once looked like a bold reinvention of royal tradition now reads more like an endless PR campaign, and one that the public is becoming increasingly skeptical of. The rejection from Attenborough is significant not just because of who he is, but because of what it represents, a refusal to be used as a prop in someone else's narrative. Critics argue that Meghan has long confused fame with influence and attention with authority. In the world of hard science and policy, name recognition doesn't open doors, credibility does. Attenborough's subtle yet stern refusal is a clear indication that not all legends are flattered by association. In fact, some are actively resistant. Meghan Markle might still be a headline generator, but headlines are not legacy. And as more figures like Sir David Attenborough distance themselves from her brand of polished activism, the message becomes harder to ignore. Genuine credibility can't be manufactured, no matter how many camera crews or PR advisors you surround yourself with. In the end, Sir David didn't need to humiliate Meghan publicly. His refusal, shared quietly and with dignity, speaks louder than any scandal. It underscores a harsh truth Meghan must reckon with: respect is earned, not borrowed. And not even royalty, self-exiled or not, can force that respect from those who've truly earned it themselves. This quiet but powerful rejection also pulls the curtain back on a broader issue: the difference between substance and spectacle. For too long, Meghan Markle has relied on glossy branding, emotional storytelling, and star-studded connections to build her narrative. But when it comes to earning the trust of global icons like Sir David Attenborough, it's not storytelling that counts, it's a proven track record. And despite her repeated attempts to be seen as a change maker, the results speak otherwise. Failed ventures, dwindling audiences, and now outright refusals from revered figures expose the fragile foundation beneath her public image. In elite circles of advocacy and conservation, alliances are built on integrity, not Instagram followers. Sir David's refusal wasn't just about his name, it was a quiet rebuke of Meghan's entire approach. It's a signal to others in the field: legacy and credibility can't be co-opted by PR spin or media noise. As Meghan continues to pursue high-profile projects and rebrand herself yet again, she may need to confront the possibility that the doors she's trying to walk through aren't closed because she's controversial, they're closed because she hasn't earned her place. And increasingly, it seems the world is no longer afraid to say that out loud.